You're watching Teen Talk with Jane Marks.
All right, welcome back. It's about 6:40. Family therapist Jane Marks joining us this morning. And this week we got to talk about some of the holiday heartbreak this week.
Holiday heartbreak, right.
Here's the question from our viewer coming up on your screen. Our viewer asked, my 17-year-old daughter broke up with her boyfriend 2 years ago at this time. Right as the holiday approaches, she still appears to be experiencing a broken heart. Can you share with us any advice you can on how parents can help teens manage a broken heart, especially through the holidays? And you know, a tough subject, especially for a lot of teens, probably the first time kind of feeling some of these feelings.
Well, yeah, in this case, this one has gone on a little bit longer, and the holidays tend to trigger stressors anyway, and so parents, be prepared, because you're likely to see more emotion, and you know, helping a teenager with a broken heart rather, can be a very challenging situation. But where do you start? You start with having a child treat herself with care, get plenty of rest, exercise, have scented baths, delicious foods. Breakups will require an adjustment, so be good to yourselves. Number two, talk out those feelings. It is important that when you experience a heartbreak, if you can put language on your feelings, or if you can talk about those feelings with people who care about you, what that does is that it helps you to vent what is a very tough situation. Number three, empathize. Make sure you look at the situation from your child's perspective. Give them permission to cry if they need to. It's okay to cry about loss. Vent as much as you can. Now, this is important, Greg. Give away memorabilia that is associated with the relationship. Hide photos, let go of those memories, because they trigger significant events.
So again, you don't want to be keeping photos and that sort of thing. What about Facebook, though? You know, now, do you stay friends on Facebook? How would that...
Absolutely not. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Okay. Delete, delete, delete. And you know, kids now with Facebook, they want to stalk the ex-boyfriends, and all that does is trigger memories.
And sometimes it'd be harder too, especially if you have similar classes or you're still in school or something like that. So, so again, communicating your feelings is very important here.
Right. Avoid situations where the former love interest is going to be. If you see your ex, remove yourself. Seeing that person can trigger or all kinds of emotional responses. And remember, this is the holiday season, so try to be creative about where you spend your time. Maintain a strict no contact policy and stick to it. Do not try to be friends with your ex. Do not slip up. Do not text. Do not call. In other words, stay away. Again, particularly if there's a broken heart. And if the relationship ended up badly, you don't want to attempt to rekindle a dysfunctional relationship. Make a list of all the bad things that your ex did. You know, the things that you found annoying or the things that irritated you. Write them down. It'll help you feel better. But also, create a list about the good things about yourself. You know, if you can come up with 45 great things about yourself, then it makes you feel better, and then you add something every day. So that's important as far as breakups are concerned. Make sure you structure your time, structure your weekends. You may find that when you're doing quite well while in school, the weekends are when people tend to crash. So keep busy. That's very important. Writing or journaling, we talk about that for years. Make sure that you put your feelings down. That helps you process this very emotional situation. You know, breakups around this time of year can be a very sensitive thing, particularly if it happens. So a lot of times people will experience what we call anniversary depression. And so that's a large part of what may be going on here.
And really, real quick here, you say an important thing to understand too is, you know, some of these emotions you may have or your team may have, it's normal through a breakup.
Absolutely.
So recognize that there.
Absolutely.
All right, family therapist Jane Marks, certainly appreciate your time. As always, of course, you can find much more advice, much more details up on our website, WTXL.TV. Time now, weather and traffic together on this Thursday morning. Good morning, Michelle.